brush the
We're
beard.
on camera, innit?
Yeah.
Oh,
brush
okay,
the
so we
beard,
just
come
gotta
on,
make sure the
all
beard
time.
nice.
Yeah. Is it shaped up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Always.
Who's your barber?
What's it called?
Give him a
guy
plug.
called Abs.
Abs, yeah?
Yeah, A-star.
What ends?
It's in Chesterton.
Chesterton, yeah?
Yeah.
Chessington. Blouse and skirt, not where the theme park is.
Yeah.
Fam,
Yeah.
you go all the way to Chessington to get a trim.
Remember, see me, I grew up in Kingston, innit? So that was
it's not that
that's like
far
my
from-
local. That's like my locals.
Oh, yeah, because Chesterton's not that...
Yeah,
it's
so
not
Chesterton.
far,
Nah, it's far to you, man.
Yeah.
But it's not far.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
shit.
Like
So what,
from
they're
Kingston to
banging-
Chesterton is like what? 15 minutes? Like 15?
Oh, for real, yeah?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
Yeah, your beard's looking tidy as well. Do you go to a different one?
Nah, he's got a different one. He's got a different one.
You got Turkish done.
We use the same one.
Oh, use the same one, okay.
Yeah, so when times I got like 3 barbers, so I trust all 3 of them.
Free barbers. blouse and
Yeah,
skirt.
he's a bit mad. He's got like 3 barbers.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, I just stick to one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that they was doing the banging trims like that in Chesterton, boy. That
Nah, but you gotta remember, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of people don't know. Like, this has been going on for a while. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for a while, bro. That's why we've been alright with the trims, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just be coming down to like Central to all these events, and I'm like, yo, what? North East? Nah, bro. It's just in Chesterton.
Just
Just in Chesterton. Just real nice and low key.
I hear that. And
You
quickly
know
go
what
on
I
a
mean?
Batman ride while you're up there, and then boom.
Hey, just quick. You know what I mean? We're nice.
Quick ride.
Just quick ride. Bro, we used to go there bare times, bro, back in the day. But now, obviously, you know, times change. We're busy now.
I hear that.
You know what
How
I'm
you
saying?
been, though? How you been, man?
Bro, I've been nice, man. I can't even complain. You know, like when people say, like, I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually in a good place.
Sick.
Like, I'm in a really good place right now, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know, the older I'm getting, the more I'm understanding life, the more, like, comfortable I feel. And the more I appreciate everything. You know what I mean? So,
what do you think's changed? Because I understand that. Yeah. Like I say, which I've been saying recently as well, like, for the first time in a long time, I'm enjoying the process. I think that's one of the things that's made me really happy. Yeah. Whereas I wasn't really before.
So can I put my... It's cool,
bro, do your thing. Like Harry laid across the whole thing. Cool. You can do whatever. Cool. Just get as comfortable as you want. Calum will neaten up everything.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, like, I think for me it was like just learning how to trust the process and just finding a new, you know, passion and all of these type of things. What was it for you though? Like what was the shift?
I think the shift was, I think one of the most important thing that I think I got involved in is just like faith. You see, as you get older, deaths, like just certain life experiences, like them getting locked up and etc. and you really look at life in a proper way in that. And then I think, I don't know, I just feel like I just started to really get involved in like just having mad faith, bruv, like just praying more, just believing in like what you just said, like the process and everything, and just really, I think it was more of like the whole, you know, the faith and just finding myself. I think a lot of people don't understand themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think one of the key things to everything is like, you have to find yourself in a way, you know what I mean? You need to know what works for you, what don't, what type of people you need to be around, not, you know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of people I feel like don't actually know. Yeah. You know, so I think that was probably one of the biggest things, is just like, just having faith in God, and without trying to be a preacher or anything like that.
Did you come from like a sort of religious background at home though, anyway?
Yeah, when I first started...
was you a church youth?
Yeah.
I was a church youth as well.
Were you a church youth?
Yeah, like, but I'm not a church youth. Like, I'm not. It's not something that I incorporate in my life now. Yeah. But like, yeah, when I was young, yeah, with my grandparents and that, I used to, like, I think what it was, yeah, my grandparents was always on the church thing. Yeah. My mum used to go and all of that, but then she just stopped going. But then I was always at my grandparents', so I used to always go church and all of that, and the Sunday school bit after, you know, when you're there and the thing, then you go where the youths are, and you get what I'm saying, draw 2 pictures of Jesus and then
yeah, that's how
you get what I'm saying. And then obviously when I got a little bit older, I kind of just was like on the vibe of now.
I think it was the same thing as me. I think obviously, you know, when you're like born into something, and like everyone's doing it. It's like by force, innit? So we're rolling up and we was going, and it was fun, innit? Like, I really enjoyed it. But obviously, as I was getting older, I was playing football and stuff like that. And then I kind of like started to kind of find it not boring, yeah, but I was just like, bruv, I would rather just kind of stay home. But as I got older again, I started to kind of like, I don't know, it was a weird one, because it was like I was going to church, then I stopped, and then it's like I kind of, because you know, you got the whole like, you know, Christian and this, that and blah blah blah, but then I was just like, I just believe in God, bruv. I don't really have a group. I just believe in God. And then from there, I just kind of just, you know, started to kind of just, you know, dig deep and felt comfortable in just kind of like having my own relationship with God, you know what I mean? Without having a, you know, I'm a Christian or I'm this or I'm that, you know?
Yeah.
So
let's talk a little bit about like, because obviously I've known you for a little while, like especially from a distance as well, yeah? What ends were you from?
Kingston.
Yeah, that's where you grew up. Yeah. Like, when you, like, back in the day, yeah, you was always like someone who seemed like proper popular in that, and like we always saw you on like TV and shit. Do you get what I'm saying? It seemed like your teenage years, like early 20s and that, was super lit. Right, was it like that from your perspective?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Talk on that.
You know what's so crazy, yeah? It was just mad lit, bro. I can't even front. Like, it was just proper mad. Because I've always kind of, you know, some people be like, yeah, you know, I used to get bullied in school and this, that and whatever. My thing was mad because, so, like, what, we got time to talk here?
Listen, bro, Calum, what are you doing tonight, bro? We're going to be here till 6 o'clock in the morning.
We got the game, bro, but we good.
Listen, don't worry. Yeah, Calum's good, man.
So, like,
Calum's here, by the way, as well. When you hear Calum's
big up Calum. Oh, yeah, you know, I got my brother Mario in the building. You know, he's always there. You always see me with him anyway. Cool. But, so I was born in France, innit?
Serious?
Yeah, I was born in Paris.
Man.
Yeah, so I was born in Paris, and then I came down to England when I was like about, like, how old are you when you go nursery?
I don't know, like
2, 3. Yeah, so I started nursery, but see, when I went nursery, I didn't know how to speak English, innit? And they were telling my dad that I got special needs. So they were like, yo, I think there's something wrong. Cause obviously the transaction of everything was a bit mental for me. So it took me a little while. But once I started to learn how to speak English, bro, from like school, I was like from like year 1, year 2, I started to get it and I was cool. And then when I went to secondary school, it just got mad lit. And then when I went to college, it was just crazy.
Serious?
Yeah, but because like, I went Richmond College, innit?
Bruv, I went Richmond for a couple months.
Oh, were you there? There's a bag
only
of
for
people,
a couple months though.
There's a bag of people that went Richmond. Crep went there.
Yeah,
there was a bag of people.
Crep went there, yeah.
Yeah, Crep went there. There was who else?
Did you man last the full thing?
I did.
Okay,
I did. I lasted like. Yeah, I did 2 years over there. It's popping.
Okay, so I went there. I was there for like a couple of months, if that. Then I ended up going to City of Westminster.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I went Nescott first, actually.
Nescott? Where was that?
In Epsom.
Oh, mad.
Yeah, so I did like a short year there, and then I finished off in Richmond. But Richmond was Richmond was cracking.
Serious?
I had a good time, and then I went uni for a year. And I did another hood.
Oh, okay. And that's where it's sort of started from there a little bit. Yeah. All right, let me just go with college quickly, yeah? City of Westminster, that was lit.
Was it lit, yeah?
What? Lit! And that was like the first time I was sort of like introduced to like, you know, more because there was like a lot of Arabs and Spanish people that were going there and that as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, there was like, we were all mixing together and just catching joke and, you know what I mean, different vibe and couple gal, and you get what I'm saying? It was a vibe. But I think I was only there for like, I was there for like a year or something like that. Shout out to my brethren Chris, by the way.
Come on.
He was my co-D at thing. But yeah, like,
I was a proper floater in college.
Serious?
Yeah, like I had I had like, my nickname was like Movement. Because that's how I got my name, like Movement, because I just always used to be like left, right and centre. I was cool with everybody from like school, college and everything, and uni.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry, to answer back to your question, but yeah, man, I'm not going to lie, I just had a very good time. Yeah. Like my teenage, like literally, I started Channel U when I was like 17, 18. So I just started, like, it was like my first year of college.
Yeah.
So imagine I'm doing like, I'm in like all the grime MCs videos at the time.
Right. This is what I want you to do as well, yeah, because it's so mad to even say this, yeah. There'll be a demographic of people that will not really know Channel U and not know what it meant.
Yeah.
Talk on that.
Channel U, was like...
That was like...
It was crazy, bruv. It was like, I don't know. Can we say it was like our BBC?
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was our BBC, innit?
Yeah, it was literally like our BBC. Like how people will go to the BBC and watch the news and all of these things. It was like that, but for music videos and us. And it was like the first proper time where you would say that it was like, you felt like you could see us from where we were from on the TV. Because you had MTV Base, but MTV Base was a lot more glossed over. It was like, you know what I mean? If you had a bigger budget music video, you'd probably be on there. You might see Trevor Nelson on there doing the lick and all of these things. But shout out to Trevor. I love Trevor, by the way.
Big up, yeah.
And Cat. And Cat, exactly. But it was that mix between like the American stuff, a lot of that, and then the occasional thing that we had over here. But Channel U was just that thing that was like, it was just anything, bruv. And it was us.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, and just to go back to your thing of what you was basically saying, about MTV. Remember with MTV, the problem was, like, if you didn't have, remember, Channel U was free, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have MTV Base.
Oh yeah, of course.
So a bag of people didn't have MTV Base, so we wouldn't really see that. You know what I'm saying? So Channel U was like literally like BBC. Anyone had it. As long as you had a Skybox. Did they have Telewest? Was it on Telewest? You remember Telewest? I remember
Telewest. But wasn't that like a teletext thing?
No, Telewest was like the box. Like it had like Trouble and all of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh this is like real throwback. Yeah.
That's
So
like
it was like
throwback.
it was like a basically it's like a
It was like Freeview box before.
Yeah.
Freeview used to be a box.
Yes.
Freeview used to be a box. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it was like that. But Channel U, bro, it was like, I remember I would look at Channel U and be like, bro, I want to be on there one day. I just didn't know how.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't like, I was MCing, but I wasn't really like that type of MC, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just kind of just enjoying myself and whatever. But I was just like, you know what? I was proper. See, the thing about me, is I analyze everything. And when I was watching Channel U, I weren't just watching it as just a viewer. I was just watching it like, bruv, imagine, like, what can I bring to the table if I was to go on there? And then I was just thinking. And then I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do.
But how, okay, go on. What was that?
I was like, bro, I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to holler at them and say, I'm a runner, like, I'm a cameraman. Like, literally, bro, I swear to God, that's what I did. Okay. I hit them up and I literally said, like, guys, I'm a runner, cameraman. If you ever need any help or whatever, like, come down. And I came down and I remember I went there. And then basically, I think they had me doing camera work and whatever, and I was rubbish, bruv.
Serious?
I was shit.
Oh, well, so essentially, was you just winging it?
Of course, I just wanted to be in the building.
Yeah, of course.
That was my aim. I was like, bruv, I can't go there as an MC because I'm not an MC.
Yeah.
Like, how else am I gonna go in there? They don't really like. They had Ace and Viz.
Yeah.
They were killing it.
Yeah.
Like, how else am I gonna go in there? I don't have no thing. So I was like, all right, you know what? Start from the beginning. Like, so go there and just do anything. If you could be a helper, be a helper. If you've got to make coffee, do that. And that's what I did. So they were like, rah, you're shit. Can I swear? So,
yeah, bro,
we
what
good?
The fuck?
Say, you know, we just need to make sure.
Yeah, of course.
So like, so I just had to make, so I was like, bruv, as long as I could just be in there. So when they found out I was shit at the cameras and that, they're like, you know what, you might as well just, you know, help out. And when I was helping out, I was just soaking in so much knowledge of how the whole channel operates. You know what I mean? And I'm not even going to lie, bruv. Man was going out there going to the shops, buying drinks for your favorite MCs at the time, bruv. You know what I mean? But I didn't care. That wasn't my fit. I didn't have no ego.
You had an objective in it.
My objective was to figure out how I can go in there And then when the time's right, to just tell them like, guys, listen, I've got this idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when that time came, boy, I was
You
all right.
embraced that.
Yeah.
Let me just ask you this though, yeah, because me and Dan was literally just having a conversation now where we was talking about like parents and like whether parents are supportive of people's dreams or not. I explained to you how it got that way.
Yeah.
Jesse Lingard put up something on his Instagram where it was like the percentages of footballers that actually make it. Yeah. Out of 1.5 million English youth footballers that go into football, there's like 0.015
for real
of people that make it, which is like it's like 18 like 180 around that actually make it, which is clearly not a lot, which then went into a conversation where I was seeing people online discussing like, black parents in particular, but parents just saying, this is like you could make it as a footballer and all of these type of things. Where I was saying to Dan that like my observation is that for me, I haven't seen that much parents that supportive of them type of dreams, whether it be a footballer, a singer, rapper, an actor, because certain parents from certain cultures never understood that. Their vibe was on a thing of, listen, like you need to pattern up. It's college, university, lawyer, whatever it may be. All of this shit ain't really working. That was from my perspective. But see from yours, like even just in your household, you're Congolese. How did your parents take you pursuing going into like the creative world?
To be honest with you, like real talks, this is just a real honest thing. Like obviously Congolese, like they're African in it, so I could never ever in a million years go to my dad and say, yeah, dad, I want to be a comedian. Dad, I want to be like, that's a joke. He'll look like
the irony.
It's like, are you, bro, I brought you to this country for you to tell me that you're gonna be a comedian. Nah, that was a good joke. But nah, the real honesty about that is that I was doing it low key, bro. Like that's how I was doing it.
And didn't I just say that?
I was doing it low key, and the only way that I remember my dad's a character, yeah. He's a character, bro. Everyone knows my dad's a character, yeah. So one night he was just like, bro, you keep coming home late. Like, and he was thinking I was on road. He thought I was shotting. Okay. So he was just like, he was like, yeah, man, you know what, this, that. And he was like, what you been doing? And I was like, no, dad, like, he's like, nah, I don't believe you. And then luckily for me, I had like a DVD of basically the first show that I was about to do in it. And I said, dad, like, trust me, like, I'm doing something and whatever. And I showed it to him. He's like, like, I don't want to see it right now or whatever. I know you're lying, blah, blah, blah. And obviously at the time I was doing media production. So obviously when you're doing media production, he's thinking, bruv, you probably done that in college. You know what I mean? So he was like, bruv, I'm not a fool. So anyway, he was just kind of like, still vexed at me or whatever. Yeah. Then the introduction of the Jazzy show came and it was on Channel U. And my sisters were getting mad like, Dad, Jazzy's on TV. My dad's like, what? Jazzy's on TV. My dad saw me on TV, yeah. And cuz like everything changed. Yeah. Like he just supported it. At the time, my dad's always been supportive of me. But I understand, like, but that dream there at the beginning wasn't it. He was more on the football because I was playing ball.
Oh, okay.
He was supporting that fully.
Saw that a little bit more realistic than you.
Yeah. Like he was supporting that fully. He was with me like full on, you know what I mean? And then obviously when I got to 15, 16 and then football weren't really working out, in my head, I knew already I was going to get involved in entertainment. So I was like, I'm not going to tell him. Because even just to do media production in college, it was a big deal. Like had like he was like, you're not doing it.
Yeah, because to him.
He was like, media to do what? Because are you mad?
It's funny, yeah. The reason why I think it's funny is because I can see from their perspective, from where they've come from, media, like that just sounds...
It's a joke, bruv.
That's alien.
You're going to go pick up a camera, bruv. Like, what? Are you all right? Bro, like my dad was thinking, do you know how we got here, bruv? Yeah. Like, I've got you here to tell me that you're gonna be a cameraman or like, come on, bruv. It's a joke.
He's like, fuck.
He was
that.
like, bro,
you're
he was
not
like,
doing it.
Nah, it was like my auntie, it was a full on like big deal in my household, bruv. My auntie was there at the time and she was like, listen, he wants to do media. Why are you going to make him do business if you don't want to do business? Just let him. And then my dad was just like, remember, me and my dad got a real good connection, innit? Like that's like my guy. So like at the time I was like, oh, he's not listening. Looking back now, I understand because life ain't how it was back then. Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like
of
things
course.
have changed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But yeah, so like I can't really be mad at him. But then I just knew that if I am gonna pursue this, I have to go ham. Like I have to. Because otherwise it's like, yeah, I ain't got time to be
I hear
hearing.
that. Do you feel like you benefited from, see, like when he turned around and was like, oh, okay, right, my youth's on TV kind of thing. Did it give you like extra confidence now going forward a little
Bro,
bit?
I got a goal too straight after, blood. I started doing madness, bruv.
Serious?
I started feeling powerful, bruv. I pierced my ears, everything. I was like, Dad, I have to do that. It's for the image and So I was getting away from.
And he was just like, he understood it a little bit.
Then he started to understand. Bro, my dad was strict, innit?
Okay.
Like, my dad was like mad strict. My dad's been in my life, like, you know what I'm saying? He's been with me throughout. So it was kind of like, this was a massive deal for me, bro. When I hit Channel U, it was more than what anyone, like, you lot are looking at it like, raw, jazz is this, that. To me, it was like freedom. I'm like, bruv, I've been stuck in this house where I have to be back at a certain hour and this, that. Like now, I can just, you know what I mean? I could just be free and just really go out there. So when my dad gave me kind of like his blessing, it was like a big weight off my shoulders. Cause then I was like, yo, the one guy that I look up to has finally, like, same way as football, he's now accepted it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now I'm just going to go out there and just really go and get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I did, bruv. So my teenage years wasn't like a normal person because I was just literally working my ass off. It was non-stop. My former manager, Andrew, he's like a family friend. He basically took me on. So he would literally come down because we was doing mad stuff. Like we were going to Channel U. I had to go to college. Big up my teachers from college, by the way, because they were bare supportive as well. A lot of people don't really big up their teachers, but my teachers were all right, you know.
That's true. I think like that's actually a dynamic that is not necessarily discussed enough. I think that like the teachers can actually play a big part in, you know, what happens with a young buck. Because
massive, man.
When you hear, for example, a teacher proper discouraging you from something, you know, that rings, because you see them all the time. It's like you come out of your house and you see your teachers, whether it's in school or college or whatever. If they're discouraging you from something, then that stings. But also, if they are encouraging you on certain things as well, then that helps, because it's an extra person that is older that you, whether consciously, subconsciously respect, however the situation with them, but it helps, innit, a little bit.
Bruv, I'm not gonna lie, it helped a lot.
That's part of the village, I think.
Yeah, like it helped a lot. Like I'm not gonna lie, my biggest thing was like I just needed my dad to believe in me. Once my dad believed in me, that was cool. But then the teachers as well played a big part, because there was a lot of things that they showed me, even like off hours. Do you know what I mean? Like out of hours, bruv, they'll sit with me and, you know, they'll teach me certain stuff, or when I have to go to Channel U or whatever and do what I'm doing, you know, they're basically saying, you know what, don't worry about it, just give it to me like next week. So I felt like I didn't want to take the piss. So a lot of the relationships with my teachers and that, I felt like, you know what, I need to be loyal to the teachers as well. So when I was going to do Channel U and whatever, I would make sure that I finished my work, because they gave me an extra week or so or whatever. But bro, like when I look back at it, I'm thinking, rah, bruv, teachers are sick.
Yeah.
Like even down to when I was in primary school, going back to like when I was in primary school and that, I didn't know how to speak English, bruv. And they used to basically make me really like read so many books, bruv. And I don't even remember this woman who used to sit down. I had like my own special teacher, and she used to literally like read me things. And I think I had like a separate teacher for a while, for like till I was about in year 2 or so year 3, because I didn't understand nothing in it. So it's like, and it's mad because it's like, I don't even know these teachers no more. Like, I don't even know who it was, what their name was.
Almost played a big part in your life a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
I hear that still, man.
100%.
There's a couple of teachers that I still always remember. Yeah. Actually, funny enough, my granddad lives right near my old school.
Oh yeah.
And I always go to my granddad's all the time, drop food off, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I like the way that I go home or go wherever I'm going to.
Yeah.
I don't drive past the school.
Yeah.
But then one day I thought, you know what? Yeah, I drove past it. Oh, because there was bare traffic in that. So I was trying to beat the traffic. So I had to drive past my school. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? So as I've drove past the school, I stopped. Yeah. Because I thought, I haven't been back here in years. Do you get me? And it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock here. I just thought, you know what? Let me just like park up and just walk through the school gates or whatnot. And it was the weirdest feeling, bro. Like walking in there and like seeing how different it was and how much it's changed and all of these type of things. Cut a long story short, there was like a person at the reception, whatever, and then they were like, like what are you doing here, kind of thing. And I was like, I used to come to school. Yeah. Like I just said, it's just like mad memories for me or whatever. Then he was like, is there any teachers that you want to see? And I thought, you know, the teachers that used to teach me are probably not here anymore. But I didn't want to just catch anyone just like that. I just came here just to see it. But when I walked out, when I left, it was like, it felt, I don't know what the word is here, but it felt extra weird, special, and a little bit emotional because I knew I was never ever going to do this again. And like this is the last time for real I'm actually walking out of the school gate. And I remember when I left school and walking out of the school gates and whatever, and just like it felt like I was getting into heaven now. I'm out now, I'm going to college and all of this stuff or whatnot. But like this was like the last time now. Do you know what I mean? I was walking out and it just felt. It felt mad. If you don't mind me asking, like obviously you mentioned a lot about your dad and your teachers and stuff like that. What was your relationship like with your mum?
So basically, my actual mum, she left me when I was like 4 months. So my dad kind of like is like me and my dad, and then obviously from my dad I had like a stepmom, like my stepmom. So like they were together for like many years, like till like my grown age, you know what I mean, till like so it was like kind of just like more of like my stepmom, you know what I mean. And me and my stepmom, like, you know, we don't talk at the moment, but she was, you know, she did what she did, so I can't really I can't really like, you know, like be negative or anything, even though I don't talk to her. I can't really be negative, but she did what she did, innit, you know what I mean. And obviously I'm thankful for that. So
is your mum alive?
Yeah, my mum's alive. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever felt like I don't know, having a conversation with her, or like have you ever felt like a with it all, in regards to like my actual mum and that, it's a bit of a weird one because when she left at like when I was like 3 months, and then I see her again when I was like, I think my dad's wedding. Okay.
And then after my dad's wedding, I actually stayed with her. And then after that, I think I stayed with her for like one night. And then after that, she basically was like, you know, like the kids like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to see you again. We're going to do this again and whatever. And then I just never got the phone call again. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, I was just like, bruv.
How did that feel though?
I'll be honest with you, it's a bit mad because my dad's been heavily involved in my life. So it's kind of like, it was like a balance. So it's like, even though my mum wasn't there, I wasn't really, it wasn't emotional because my dad kind of weighed up.
You didn't feel like you was in want for something?
Nah, the only time where I would feel maybe something was like when I used to be in school and it was Mother's Day. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh shit. Even though I had a stepmom, but me and my stepmom's relationship, she was always there. Like she, you know what I mean? She she, you know, bought me clothes and whatever. She did what she did, but we just never had an actual full on, like, I would see how she is with my sisters and how she is with me is very different. Do you know what I mean? It was very much kind of like, yeah, it was just very different. It was just like, as long as I do what I need to do for you, you're calm. But then when I'm seeing kind of like how she is with, like, you know, my siblings and whatever, like, it's different. So it was just kind of like, all right, cool. But I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel like when, for example, people are hearing it, they might be like, oh my gosh. But really, because my dad was just heavily there.
He was holding it down.
He was just holding it down. Yeah. So it's like, and obviously I'm a man, innit? Like, at the time I was a boy, but then, you know, my dad's already giving me that wisdom. My dad's already giving me the stuff that I kind of need to know. So the fact that my actual mum wasn't there and wasn't calling, I didn't feel nothing. And my stepmom was there and she was doing stuff. So it was kind of like I wasn't really missing anything.
That's interesting still. I think like I wonder if it's a situation where, like, when you see like a young boy who is growing up in a dynamic where he's with his mum and he doesn't have a male role model around him at any point, there's like a bigger effect. I wonder if there's like a bigger effect of that male figure not being there, as opposed to it being the other way around, where like he's grown up in the house with his dad, maybe not with his mum, but he's got that male figure there. But then I guess there's a different dynamic that a woman adds to that.
100.
And I wonder if that's the same the other way for girls as well. So for example, and I'm not quite sure.
I don't know it is. No, I don't think it is, because I feel like as a woman, their mum is always, like, mainly the mum's always there. Yeah. But say, for example, like, there's sometimes you might see the difference between a person who's got their dad there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's a little bit of a different thing toward.
But remember, they say, and because sometimes they say, like, see, like with a girl, for example, if their dad's not there and she goes through a mad promiscuous stage in her life and all of that, they always throw in the daddy issues and these type of things, like dad's not there and all of these type of things. You get me? So she's out there just getting on like mad thing.
It's true.
But
in it, calling the next man daddy and that. But do you know what?
I don't know.
Do you know what it is? It's like I don't think I was ever really, like, I can't lie. I don't think I was ever really, like, affected and stuff. Like, there was little moments in it. There was little moments, I'm not gonna lie, but then I just kind of snap out of it. It's like Jazz, man up, like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
at the time, not now. Yeah. I'm talking about when I was like a child. So it's like the little stuff, because it's like, who am I talking to? Who am I going to talk to about it?
But you do, like, I know you're older now.
Yeah.
But it's okay to be young and to feel emotional about that still.
Oh,
do you get what I'm saying?
Course,
like,
of course.
It's okay to, like, be young and think, like, do you know what? Like, I don't, but like both of my, for whatever reason, say your mum's not there or your dad's not there or whatever, and you feel some type of way or whatever. Like, it's okay to be upset about it. Do you know what I'm saying?
100.
And then once you, then like, hopefully over a period of time, you know, like, time heals and all of these type of things. Sometimes it takes ages, sometimes it takes a shorter space of time. But like, I don't think really it should ever just be put down to a thing of like, you've got through it and you've got through it really well. But I just think, just for like young people that are going through it now, like, don't put it to a thing of like trying to be tough.
No, I don't think,
because you can still be tough.
Yeah, I don't think it was more of like a tough thing. It was just more of like, all right, this situation has been happening. Like, what can you do? Like, you have to deal with it. Right. So, like, my main thing is like, but you're right. In regards to when people say, oh, how do you deal with emotions and blah, blah, blah. I say the best way, like, with dealing with emotions is by dealing with your emotions. Like, you have to deal with it. You know, loads of people like to push it to the side and try and act tough or whatever, but it's never that. It's like, I like to deal with my emotions. So like the situation with my mum, it's like, my actual mum, like, she knows I'm alive. She's out here. Like, she's like, she ain't had no other kids.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She looks after, like, she's in a situation, from what I hear, she's looking after kids, like other people's kids and whatever. Like, so she knows I'm about, but but she's just never picked up the phone, which is cool. And I don't feel no type of way. I don't really feel anything, to be honest with you, because it's like, I don't know this woman. The only respect that I do have is that she brought me in this world. So I will never disrespect her. Do you know what I mean? Same way with my stepmom, even though I don't talk to my stepmom and we don't see eye to eye, everything that she's done, I respect it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't have no bad bone in my body. Like, I understand the situation, I get it. You know what I mean? But to anyone else that might be going through something or whatever, it's like, bro, definitely 100% deal with the emotions. If you're upset, you're upset. If you feel like life's too short, if you feel like, you know, you want to find that person or whatever, like, go for it. My dad's even told me before, he's like, right, if you want to speak to her, like, yo, we can make it happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have to pick up the phone. You could go and talk to her. You know what I mean? But for me, I just feel like, you know, when someone gives you too many promises, bro, and then they let you down, eventually you're just kind of like, yo, you know what? I'm actually all right, you know? You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, as I said, it's love either way. You know what I mean? But I'm cool.
I fully hear you, bro.
You know?
I fully hear you, man. It's mad interesting all the same.
Yeah, bro.
But man, like, what you ended up going on to do was very sick, bro.
My brother, I
and
appreciate
like,
that.
It was literally the definition. You was like one of the definitions of star in the hood.
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone knew who you was and that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, maybe it wasn't like all riches and shit like that, but it just looked sick, and it was good to see someone that was like just relatable to every man, just out here working and doing shit. Obviously, he was in, like, was Another Hood the first movie that you was in?
Yeah, Another Hood was the first movie. That was off the back of Channel U. So I finished Channel U at the time, and then I started uni, and then I literally got Another Hood literally that summer of the year of when I went to uni, basically. When I was about to finish my first year, I got the phone call and whatever, and I was like, yeah, you're gonna get Another Hood. And I was like, brother, I am not coming back to uni. I was like, yo, I'm done. I'm gone. I'm gone. I was like, yo, because that was like, bro, I'll be honest with you, like, everything that I'd done at my age, was all on my list. So I wanted to do a movie. I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to have my own show. I did all that before I was even 25. And that was my aim. I said, before 25, I need to have my own show and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And bro, when it happened, I was like, God, you ain't playing, bruv. This is mad. And remember, like, I always used to be that guy to think that it can happen. It happens to those people. Yeah. Like, you know, when something happens and it's that happens to those people. Yeah. And then my dad used to do this thing, where he basically, like, every night when I used to be in the house and that, he used to come back from work and that, and always used to call me to his bedroom, innit? Okay. And he used to be like, yeah, sit down. And he's like, yo, I'm going to give you the code. I'm going to give you the code to this game. This is what he always used to say. I'm going to give you this code. Mario knows, bruv. My dad's an OG. Like, he'll be like, yeah, I'm giving you this code. And he'll sit me there for like 30 minutes and just throw gems, like, and give me some mad inspiration. So it's like, my confidence levels, was just out of this world. So it was
you're stepping out of the yard, just feeling different energies.
I'm feeling, bro, no one can tell, like, till this day, I still have that feeling. Like, that's why I'm like very... like, my confidence, not on a bragging thing or I think I'm better than anyone, but it's like, I believe, like, that I could do anything. Do you know what I mean? And it all started from my dad, because my dad was doing this to me, like, from when I was a baby. Like, literally, he'll drive me about in a car, talk to me when I couldn't even talk, like, yeah, bruv, I'm giving you the code. Till this day, he's still doing it. So when I'm getting all of these things, I was just like, yo, I just need to get it. I just need to get it. I felt like there was a duty. And because of what went on in my life in regards to kind of like, you know, the mother thing and et cetera, and how me and my dad was close, I felt like I had a duty to kind of like, I have to make it now. I have to make my dad proud. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did. Now I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I started getting it and I started to see like, all right, I got Channel U. And then from the back of Channel U, I started doing a lot of the hosting. I started doing a lot of the hosting. Then when I started doing the hosting, I started getting another hood, and then I was just like, yo, bruv, this is mental.
Serious.
Mental.
How did that change for you though? Like, what changed for you after that?
What, another hood?
Yeah, after that
changed, man. I think it opened up a bigger audience.
Yeah.
So Channel U was like what you said. It was like hood. It was like a hood star.
Yeah.
Like when I was in college and I was doing Channel U and that, everyone would be like, yeah, man, this, that. And it was just kind of like, I felt like it was just basically like black people that knew me.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, when I did another hood,
It was different.
Bro, it didn't matter where I was going because it was just mad.
It's key to note as well, yeah, like for some people who don't know, yeah, another hood was like, it was that was the second film from adulthood.
No, they weren't even.
They wasn't even out yet. So Another Hood was the first film.
They're not linked.
They're not even linked.
Nah, Kidulthood, yeah. Another Hood is a different thing. It's like
really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that it was like the same guys that were behind it.
Nah, so Kidulthood, Adulthood, and all of that was Noel Clark.
Yeah.
And then Another Hood is Adam Deacon.
Oh, okay.
But Adam
Do you know
Deacon
what? I
was
always
in the movie.
Yeah. See, this is where my timeline gets mixed with that, yeah, because I always, from the outside looking in, with no one told me this, but I always just thought Adam Deacon and Noel Clark was just mad cool, and like worked together from damn near the start, and then. I know that they had their issue, didn't they? Where there was, you know what I mean. I'm not going to go into too much detail on that, but they had some problems and whatnot. So in like over time, I kind of just threw it all into one pot and thought that the pot had started to steam and bust open. And do you get what I'm saying?
No, it was a separate thing. Okay. But what that film did was mental, because it was like it wasn't backed by like anyone major. Yeah. So it was like a small type of film, and then bruv, it just went crazy. Like I think it got filmed for like 500k and made over like 3-4 million. You know what I'm saying? It was mental, bruv. But we kind of knew when we shot that movie.
You could feel it.
We were feeling it, bruv. Every day I was starting to see who was rolling in and blah, blah, blah. And it was just looking like, bro, we're creating magic, bruv. And then when it like went out, and I remember seeing... see that day, when we had the premiere and I had my family there, bruv. It's like cause you gotta understand where man come from, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like what you were saying. It was like, these things don't happen. We didn't think that could exist for people like us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I had like my pops there, my sisters there, my brethrens there, like that moment was mad, bruv. They were playing the film, I'll never forget this, They were playing a movie, we was there. We was at Odeon Cinema. I think I was sitting next to Frisco. I think Frisco was there. Like, he was sitting next to me randomly. Like, big up Frisco. But like, there was just a bag of people. But I remember Frisco was there, and then there was just a bag of people. I see like behind me, my dad and all of that was there. And cuz when the film was happening and my scenes was coming out, I wasn't even watching the film. I was just looking at everyone. I see Frisco laughing. And then it was like slow-mo. I'm looking over there. I'm looking at my dad. My dad, just looks so proud, bro. Then I'm looking at my sisters. My sisters are just having a great time. I'm looking at like my boys. My boys are just there like yo, boom, boom. And I was like, you know what? Like at that moment, I was like, we can't stop now. Like, I have to continue. You know what I'm saying? And that day, that film it did wonders, man.
I think it's as well, like, them moments at that point was such a rarity. Like, you just was not getting them type of moments at all. It's so sick now, though, to see how far things have sort of come now, innit? And like, one of the big things that's going to happen soon is the Top Boy stuff. And like, obviously seeing how, even from that and like where they're taking that now or whatever. And like, the careers that get launched off these things, like the infrastructure is so different now to how it was back then. But like, it's crazy. All of those things that happened then had to happen for these things to happen now.
Do you know what's so crazy? When I started doing the Channel U stuff, bro, it was peak times. Like, people were getting happy slapped.
Yes,
like,
I remember that shit.
It was happy slap days. It was like...
Because that was like when the first camera phones was licking.
Yeah, bro. So what was it? You had it? The Nokia. Was it the Nokia? The little... It was that square one.
Yeah,
The square Nokia.
square
Oh yeah,
Nokia.
yeah, with the thing on the side.
Yeah,
with
the text on the text on the side.
Yeah.
So it was the Happy Slap days. It was like Crazy Titch when Crazy Titch was doing everything and whatever. Like it was just mental, bruv. Yeah. So like it weren't cool to do comedy. No one was doing at the time when I came
laughing,
bro. No one was laughing, bruv. It was like pow Lethal B days and that.
Yeah.
Like so, no one was laughing. It weren't a joke. It weren't even cool to do comedy because it would look like, bro, are you unique? So, like when I came in, I was just like, what is the quickest way? Yeah, I could just bust through this, bruv, and like people can rate me. And I was just like, I have to bring in artists. I have to have the biggest thing. And then I did like a prank show with and I pranked N-Dubs. It was called Boyd. I don't know if you saw it. It was like my earlier days, just before the Jazzy show.
Okay.
And I would prank.
Was that online still?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I pranked N-Dubs, Big Nasty, Jay Sean at the time.
Oh, I think I even saw the Jay Sean one actually.
Yeah. And that was basically what started. And then big up Gets as well, because he brought me into big up Gets and Criminal. They did what was the song? Don't Phone Me.
Oh yeah.
And basically I did a cameo for him, and I had like an intro. He gave me an intro to do at the beginning of Don't Phone Me. Okay. And when I did that, bare people were like, oh my gosh, that's that guy from Channel U.
Yeah.
Bro, Channel U were like, bro, alright, we're gonna give you a show. So it kind of started as well. Gets kind of played a big part.
He played a part in that.
Yeah, because he was showing me mad love from early, like
Shout
him, Criminal, Nasty. Like they were just proper, like them lot there at the beginning stages and that. They were proper cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, it weren't cool to do comedy at that time.
Nah.
You know who was doing comedy and no one really actually mentions him? I just want to give him a big up. Jason Lewis. Jason Lewis was doing the parodies. I think at the time he was doing he did Black Boys parody.
Okay.
And there was like, he had bare cameos and all of that, and it was just proper popping. So, and he also helped me at the beginning of my career. When he was popping and he was starting to get into the commercial world, he hit me up and he started to really like show me a lot of stuff and help me with agents and stuff. Okay. And I haven't really seen him ever since. Okay. Too tough. So if he watches this, big up to Jason Lewis.
Shout out to him. Because not like shortly, not too far afterwards, it was kind of like when... A little while afterwards was when you started to get a few comedy shows a little bit now.
Yeah.
And I remember Sunday Show being a big part of that. Shout out to Marvin, by the way.
Shout out to Napa. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, man.
That was
Sunday
crazy.
Show was like such a pivotal thing, bro, in our culture, you know.
It was
seriously, when you deep it was such like every Sunday. I mean, this is one thing as well, I have to say this. This is one thing I have to give Mo the comedian as well, because I remember he was at Sunday Show hosting it for a while, and like him and amongst other people like yourselves and whatever, was going to this place on a regular basis and having to just crack joke every time.
It was
like
mad.
Every time,
it was
bro.
mad.
Do you know how difficult that is to a crowd like that?
It was ramped as well.
It was
every Sunday,
bro. That crowd, bro. For anyone that never went to Sunday Show, that crowd weren't a joke.
Nah,
like that weren't a joke, bro. Nah. Like you had to really, like I was shook. Miss London took me there. Big up to Miss
shout
London.
out to Miss London. Yeah.
And she brought me there, and she was like, "Yeah, Jazz, you need to do Sunday Show. That's the next step after Channel U." Because she was doing BBC. I think she was doing CBBC.
Okay.
So she went from Channel U to doing CBBC. So she was like, Jazz, I'm telling you, the next thing now is like the live shows. Bro, I was shook. I was like, I ain't doing that.
Because there's a difference between like doing a show on TV, on Channel U, cracking joke amongst artists and that, maybe even doing the movie thing or whatever. But when you're at a show where everyone's chilling, having a drink, what you got in it? What are you saying?
Yeah, bro. And it's like, that's literally it. Like, bro, like, what's good? Like, what are you saying?
The seat was like here, this is the stage. And literally people sitting right.
And there's buff things there and whatever it is. So imagine, a man said, I know.
There was always.
So there's like all types. So there's buff things, there's like gangsters out there, there's whatever it is you got there, And I'm thinking to myself, bruv, I'm already popping. Yeah. So I'm coming into this stage where I could literally lose it all at this moment when I'm there.
Yeah, you could lose all your credibility very quick.
Like, where it's
very
like,
quick.
Bro.
Because the biggest difference, I think, between like a show like that and an audience like that to like an audience of maybe even today that go to a comedy show is that like now, today people go and they're like, I'm expecting to laugh. I'm going out and I'm expecting to laugh. And at some point I'm going to find something funny or whatever it is. And I want to see someone I like. Back then it was like, I'm hearing about Sunday shows. It's supposed to be all right. Man's just going to go down there. Couple girls are thinking couple guys there, whatever. We're just going to have a drink and whatever happens. So it's like now the expectations to get somebody or to try to get someone to laugh is a little bit more harder because people ain't necessarily going out to laugh like that. They're just coming out because it's just the thing to do on a Sunday.
Facts. And remember, it was new. So a lot of people didn't even know comedy clubs like that existed. You know what I'm saying? So, bruv.
Shout out to Kojo as well, by the way.
Big up Kojo.
Was it Black Club?
No, what was he doing?
He was in Oxford Street.
Yeah, he had some.
It was like Kojo's Comedy Funhouse, no?
Yeah, Kojo's Funhouse, I think. Yeah, that's what he was doing. But he was doing it before Sunday show. He was doing it.
He was out here.
And he was killing it as well. I went there. I think I remember going there once, and I was like,
Corks.
He was
doing Corks.
Yeah, but he had a bag of people there.
Yeah, but Corks wasn't that big, but it was. For what that was, it was a big moment because there was nothing like that. Really.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta rate Kojo.
Yeah, do you know Kojo had flipping? I swear he had Dave Chappelle there, Chris Rock there.
Yeah.
No, he had like
you gotta rate it, bro. Like I said, man. See me, I always pay respect. You know what I mean? No matter what. Like, and I think Kojo definitely in regards to the live sector, and I know he's doing Britain's Got Talent, so good luck to him as well. But yeah, man. Like all these people, man, that have come through, and it's mad because it's like what you said, we had to kind of, people like myself and etc had to come in and kind of like set pace, and then now it's like there's a bag of people now doing comedy. Like comedy now is cool. Do you know what I mean? Like even your musicians that used to be whatever it is now, they've got personality now, and you know they're all busting jokes. But before that, if you look at it, no one was busting jokes, bruv.
No,
you would only see them busting jokes if you watch the Jazzy Show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like man was doing gigs back then as well, and gigs the gigs that you see like now where he's
very
like
different.
It's very different to when I was kind of like when he was on my show, bruv.
Yeah, I hear
Jesus, bruv. Bro, the man then were just looking like, yo, cuz, hey, bro.
At any moment it could have popped off. Man ain't trying to laugh, really.
Bro, nah.
Man's come straight out the gutter.
Bro, like, they weren't playing. But to be fair, Giggs and his team, they've always been nice, man. Buck and that, they've always been supportive.
Shout out to Buck.
You know what I mean?
Time for Buck still.
They're proper.
Well, like, bro, you disappeared though.
Yeah.
Like you just like. Yeah. After a while, man just didn't like. It was lit. Furs. Man was, you know what I mean? Out here.
Man said furs.
Yeah.
We still got that, baby. We still got that, you know.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, like, man just didn't see you.
Yeah.
Why?
Because, bro, I was doing it from 17, 18, man. And then I was getting older. And as I was getting older, bro, I was realizing, bro, I haven't actually lived. Like, I've been living in regards to work. Like, I've been doing it back to back. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I ain't actually, like, it was starting to affect kind of like my private life as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started to just, all my thoughts was just work. So I was kind of like fucking up my actual life and relationships with like, not fucking up, but it's like work just became everything. And then I was just like, I had to pull back a bit, and what we were saying when I first come was like, I needed to find myself. I needed to see what actually matters. Do you know what I mean? What's my purpose? Because I keep chasing. I'm getting all these things, but I'm still chasing. So it's like, bro, am I ever gonna stop wanting? Like, I need to sit back and just be like, yo, bro, you've done well, but enjoy. I wasn't going on no holidays. You know what I mean? I was just working. Like, if I am going on holiday, it was because of work. If I am going out on a night out, it's because of work, because I'm shutting down the nightclub. So I was like, this needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? And then I kind of was like, you know what? Let me take some time out and just really deep what I actually want to do and just reevaluate everything. You know what I mean? And I think I needed that time out because it kind of like restored, you know, like it just like I felt normal again. Because bro, when you're in this industry, yeah, remember I've been there for 18, like since I was 18, yeah, 29. And I was like, I'm chilling with people like in the industry, and when you're popping, everyone just says yes.
Trust me.
Everyone's saying yes. Everything I say is cool. Everything I do is cool. So I'm like, I don't like this. And obviously, as I'm getting older, like I'm a person that I like to chill with my brethren and stuff like that. And I was just like it started to become industry. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this industry. Not as in like I don't like it, but I just don't like what it kind of like represents behind the scenes. Yeah. I don't like the fact
Did you feel like it was starting to consume you a little bit?
Yeah, it was becoming too much, bro, because it's like as I was getting older and wiser, I don't like all this. I don't like this whole bare yes men around me. I don't like the whole everything you do is cool. Like I was just like, nah, man, there needs to be some stability. I need to be around some real people. I need to go back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I had to take some time out to really like, because bro, you could get lost in the sauce. At the age that I was and the type of like fame I was getting and etc, bro, it's a madness. And if you're not with the right people, bro, you'll really believe in that. Like I started to understand that. Don't get it twisted, I was never gassed, but like I started to I could feel that, bro, if I go this way, it's mad.
Well, this is the thing. I think in entertainment, yeah, and like in these type of businesses, yeah, the highs are mad high, but the lows are extremely low. Yeah? And like when the highs are high, everyone says yes.
Yes.
Like everything is realistic.
Yeah.
And it's a possibility. And you can get everyone on the phone. And it's lit. And it's furs. And everyone can, you know what I mean? You get on with everyone and all of this shit. But then when it's the low, it's like everyone says no. Yeah. You can't get everybody on the phone. You know, you're not invited to all of these things anymore or whatnot. And that's why it's so important to be able to get a perspective, good perspective.
But that's why when I took the time off and I started to analyze everything, I started to realize that. Like I was always there, but remember as well, remember because I was there young, so even my friends are young, innit? You know what I'm saying? So obviously I'm there with like older people and whatever, but like my older people now are starting to get married and this, that. So they're now kind of like, yo, I got a family now, so they're doing whatever they're doing and whatever. So I just started to realize like, yo, like what you said, the people that are saying yes, now they're kind of treating you in a different way now because you're not on TV no more. Not knowing that, bro, I'm coming back. I chose. Yeah. It's not, the industry didn't say like, Jazz, you're dead now, like go. I chose it. I decided to kind of like.
Which is a bold thing to do, by the way. Because like when you're making money and doing things, whatever, it's really difficult to turn away from it all and be like, I need to go and find myself.
My G, do you know what? One of the biggest things, yeah, is that that's why I said that you have to believe in something. You have to have a purpose. Like you need to understand what you're actually doing it for. And I knew from early that like I'm not doing it for no fame. I was always popular. It wasn't like I needed girls or anything like that. You know what I mean? Not to be big-headed in that, but like I never really had
I'm just being big-headed.
Not being big-headed. I just never, you know what I'm saying? You know the ones there, Chucky? Like,
no, you loud.
Not to be big-headed in that.
You got the beard and the beard.
You know, it's all right. It's all right.
You do the oil thing as well.
Huh?
Do you do the beard oil and that, or is it just natural, organic vibe?
Natural. This is natural. Be
strong.
You know what I'm saying? You know, whilst you're saying that, I might as well just
mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Mean.
Don't worry, bro. You're gonna get there, bro. I'm trying to get your muscles, man.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm not even trying to do the long thing, but I might do it now. I'm thinking about it still. Yeah,
you know what it is? I'm actually naturally hairy, so it's like I can't even. Yeah, I can't.
Have you got a hairy chest on that?
Who?
You.
He's putting it on. I'm not gonna lie.
But you like? I'm not gonna lie. Are you insecure about that? I was.
No. I'll be real. No, I do. But you know what it is?
I trim it down.
I have to trim it down.
Yeah, same. Strong. Come on,
bro. I'm not gonna lie. See, bro. Listen, when I go on holiday, it gets trimmed down.
Have you ever waxed?
What?
Have you ever
What do you
waxed
mean?
it?
What, waxed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it before. I'm not gonna lie.
I wax it sometimes
Yeah.
I
still.
don't have no hairy chest.
Oh, bruv, I
You're
envy
lying, man.
Do you know
Yeah, yeah.
People like you make me sick.
He lying, bruv.
That's how
Look at him,
stuck-
bruv. He's a curd.
Yeah,
He's a
exactly.
curd, bruv.
I don't have anything.
Yeah,
Nah, that's
because
a
you
wax.
waxed
That's
it.
a wax job. Bruv,
You waxed it.
Yeah, see
Look
it
at
there?
him.
Nah, that's wax, bro.
Nah, he waxed it, but I'll be honest. I'm a hairy guy, so like, yeah, bruv. Sometimes when you're getting on holiday, that needs to go, fam.
Yeah, strong.
That's chest. That don't make no sense.
And I wax my thing sometimes.
Yeah,
still.
I have
I
to
go to
sometimes.
like a little
But do you know what
private
it
joint
is?
where,
But do you
like,
know what it
I mean?
is when it grows back? It's mad.
I
fam.
know, bruv, and the
Itch,
hairs,
like,
yeah.
You just
I don't do that, so I wouldn't know what
And
happened.
bruv, you can't leave it too long. If you're gonna wax it again, you can't leave it too long because sometimes the hair grows back thicker and that, and it's a mad thing.
I know it.
But it's just it's the pressures of life,
Bruv, trust
that
me.
get man sometimes. You get what I'm saying?
it's
Man's
true.
growing up watching Tyson Beckford on the TV and that. You get me?
Nah,
Bare
but you
pecs
know,
and these things.
but you know what, bruv? You have to, man, because bruv, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not rolling around with my chest. Don't get me wrong. Bruv, what on the beach and that, like what? We're just there with a like just.
Do you know what I think though? At some point, it's coming around, and the hairy chest thing's gonna be the wave.
I don't think. But even if it is a wave, I don't think I'm gonna join in. 'Cause I don't like it. I look at myself in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, you know, because bro, sometimes when I
See when you ain't okay. Let me ask you this here. See when you ain't trimmed it,
Yeah.
do you avoid the mirror?
no, I'll be real with you. I like looking at myself in the mirror.
Okay.
What? Like we have to be honest, innit?
And sometimes I'm like I'm not staring.
Method, I'm not
staring. But when it's gone or it's a light work, then I'm staring.
Do you
get what I'm saying?
Nah, do you know what it is? Because sometimes, you know what I realize with it, yeah? See, sometimes, because I go to the gym like what, once a month, yeah? So when I go there, bro, like Chucky, right now, I'm not gonna lie, I've got the meanest 2.5 pack.
Oh shit,
bro, it's coming.
The ones where it's just the two
It's
at the
just
top,
two at the
and
top,
then you got a little
just-
one underneath.
just
Yeah, I
that,
hear that.
you know. So I'm working on it. Yeah. So when I need to look at myself in the mirror, man has to cut that down because when the hair's all growing in that, you can't see nothing.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I hear that. It does cover it all, bro.
It covers
As soon as
everything.
you get rid of it now, man's trim.
What? Hey, listen.
How can I be trim when I take my hairs off?
That's what happens.
nuts.
That's what happens. Bro, I start getting gassed in that, start playing music in the background. Like, you need to have a theme tune when you're watching yourself and that.
Man,
I know
proper
you do
chiseled.
that. I know you do that.
What's that?
You
Play
play
slow jazz?
music when you're in a
When
good
I'm
mood.
chiseled.
Like, say for example, because like you come back from the gym, yeah, you could feel your body. You're like, yeah, you go back to your room and that, you play some music and that, you're just looking at yourself in the mirror, do a little skank.
Yeah,
and that.
sometimes I'll do that still.
You know
I
what
might
I'm
even
saying?
play on like put a J Styles on or something like that. And then I'm
Jeez.
flipping, you know what I mean? I've come back from the gym and it's lit. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me just bang a quick another 10 press ups just for the extra. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
If I could look like, see when I go to the gym, if I could look like how I look when I leave, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
But after a fucking couple hours, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's why like things like wireless and that, like I'm trying to bang the gym half an hour before I go wireless. So I've got that.
you're one of them people.
I've got that when I get there. Do you get me?
Bruv, I'll be real with you. I just utilize my beard, man. I think
I hear
the beard is like my muscles. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to rock it like that.
But just getting back to it, because we kind of got
sorry.
to wrap
Yeah,
up
yeah,
in a
for
bit.
real.
But like,
The industry.
how you're back.
Yeah.
You're back now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Back.
I see you got
Shutting down.
Jazzy's Barbers as well and all of
Yeah,
that.
Jazzy's Barbers. By the way, as well, a lot of people don't know, but we actually like shut down concerts as well, you know.
Do you? Yeah. Okay.
I just came back off the Jacquees tour.
Oh, sick. I
Jacquees.
did for him actually.
Yeah.
One show, one time.
Yeah.
I saw you. Did I not?
Yeah, you did, bro.
Yeah,
You see
I
me
did.
a couple
Yeah, I
of
seen you.
times,
Yeah,
bruv.
yeah, I did.
You see
I
me
see
at
you all the
bookings
time.
and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, like, that's like one of the main things that I'm really trying to get into right now and concentrate is like shutting down, like hosting these concerts, bruv. Because it's some madness.
Yeah.
I did Cardi B and that Niska, who's a big French rapper, and it's like, bro, we're really turning that place into a zoo, man.
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I can sense the zest of you a little bit more now. Innit? Like,
My guy, bro. Like I said, everything, the energy that you're feeling, that you're getting from me now, is just like it's from just being content and happy. Like, not to be like a preacher or whatever, but just the whole thing of like I've just learned how to cut off certain people, not on a bad mind thing, but just understanding that like you have to protect your energy, bro.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, but I've known my man for time and he's my guy and rare tear or that person. And it's like, nah, sometimes you got to be a little bit selfish and just kind of, you know, operate in a way where it's like, I have to do this for myself. You know what I mean? I have to do this for my own mental health, you know, and where I'm at right now, and even just like my friends around me and the people that I like on my phone list and stuff like that, like, bro, it's just motivational. There's no drama. Not to say that I don't want to like lie and make people think like, oh, his life's perfect. No, it's not that. It's just in regards to kind of like, you know, well-being and all of that. Like, bro, trust me, the approach that I got now, like, it's just amazing, bro. Like, it's just positive, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we're just hungry right now. It's just nice, you know what I mean?
Man.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you anyway, man.
Come on,
you know, bruv, anytime you need any support from me, bro,
appreciate that,
all you
man.
need to do is give me a shout. If you want to come back again at some point and just have a general chat about bare different other stuff.
Yeah, no, bruv,
I wanted to sit down, and there's a few people throughout the year as well that I just kind of want to sit down with and just discuss their life and just how they are feeling. You know what I mean? And you're one of them still. So
I appreciate that. You know what's so good about this? What I like about this as well is because obviously for years I've been doing comedy and stuff in it. So a lot of people kind of just, you know, they don't know the type of like, I've never had an actual conversation like this.
Yeah, because you're always sitting down just laughing and joking. And sometimes like people don't see that there's an actual, that you're a human being with different things going on in your life.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
We're all like that. And also I wanted to say as well, whilst we're here, you know, I know you have like a bag of people that come down here and whatever, but I just want to big you up, man.
Thanks,
like,
man.
I really want to big you up because you see what you're doing for with this podcast, bruv. It's just proper sick, bruv. Just you and your team. I think what you lot have got is a gem, man. You lot just need to keep it up. And yeah, man, this is sick, bruv. Trust me. I think this is proper. Like, this is what the industry needed, man.
Thank you, my bro. I think like I'm honest. I don't want to sit and talk with everyone. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But like, I enjoy having conversations with people, and I just do what is just I feel like is just try to create something organic. You get me? Yeah. But with that being said, there's an element of this that I couldn't do without Calum. Do you get me? Calum. So Calum's my guy. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Calum,
and like,
man.
That's why I always shout Calum's name to the rooftops. You know what I mean? He's out here putting in a lot of work, but also being able to help me take it to the place that it is. And if I didn't have somebody that was my right hand like that, that, you know, brought things to the table too, it definitely wouldn't be where it is.
I just wanted to say, just touching on that, I think that's so important, bruv, man, because a lot of people, it's like even just myself and that, you know what I mean? Like, big up Mario as well, that you see him. He's like, he's been with me from the beginning, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like a lot of people, you know, they see, for example, myself, or they'll see someone like yourself, and, you know, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, Chucky this or Jazzy this and whatever. But they don't understand that, bro, we always have to big up the team, because without these guys, man, like, there's no operation, bro.
Of course. And do you know how difficult it has been for me over the years to even think about, because I'm so self-sufficient at times, bro, and like when I want something done, I need it done now. And if I could learn how to do everything and be multiple people, I would. I'd be the cameraman, I'd be speaking, I'd be editing, I'd be doing all of these things. But then there becomes a time when you realize that you're going to spread yourself too thin. You have to, you know, try to create a team and break bread with people, and it feels more fulfilling. And when, you know, hopefully at certain points where like big fruits start being seen, all of that gets split accordingly, and you know what I mean.
And also, just before, because I know we was just hearing that, it's mad because you was asking me bare questions, but like obviously whenever I see you, we're just kind of like out and about and whatever. But how are you as well?
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, everything.
Man, man, seriously, like I feel, as I've said a bunch of times, I'm just proper enjoying the process now. Do you know what I mean? And like, I went for a stage where I was mad unhappy, and I've gone through all of those things as well, where like, you know, I feel like I'm not where I should be, and all of these type of things, and like occasionally them things can beat me up because I think, I should be doing this or I should be doing that. And
do you think sometimes I think to myself, this is just a quick throwaway, but like, bro, do you think Insta plays a big part of that?
Yeah.
Do you think, because I feel like
I don't. It's a
because
contributing factor.
if you didn't have like just a quick one, yeah. Like if you didn't have I feel like Instagram makes you see things like, for example, back in the day, yeah, when you used to be in school, for example, you only knew who's doing what based on your surroundings, yeah.
Wow.
But now, because like you're following so many people, it's like you're seeing this person's
You can compare yourself to a person who ultimately comes from a family, multi-billionaire that lives in a castle somewhere, and they've got all the Yeezys in the world, and you think, fuck, how comes I ain't got that? Yeah. But it had been a contributing factor, but it wasn't always that. I think in a nutshell, elements of it was just how we see things growing up in society anyway. So the example I always bring up is if you ask a boy, a 15-year-old boy or 16-year-old boy, what are you going to have by the time you're 30? That boy is likely to say something like, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire, I'm going to have a castle, and I'm going to be driving the best car, the Ferrari. Yeah. Ultimately, what that sort of means is you have a good amount of money in your bank account, you'll have a nice house, it might not be a castle, but a nice house, and you drive a nice car. Yeah. You ask the same to a young lady, she may say, by the time I'm 27, I want to have a family, kids, I want to have a stable job, X, Y, and Z. Still maybe like might want to be a singer, actress, whatever it may be. But what then happens is sometimes for some people, you get to that stage in your life and you realize, life doesn't always work out like that. Right. And then when you start realizing in life doesn't work out like that, you get that thing in your head where you think, life's over. Fuck. Yeah. Like, I'm not where I want to be. Instead, now no one's what am I going to do? Shit, I'm going to have to do this. You start panicking. You go into panic mode. Yeah. I went into panic mode. But then I started to realize, like, especially with conversations I had with my brethren, that like, that doesn't mean that the things that I aspire to, I can't have. But also, some of the things that I'm looking at are not even that important. I'm placing so much importance in like some of these things that is like not even tangible. Nah. I might get £1 million, but then I spend £1, I don't have $1 million again. Do you get me? So now I need 20 million, and it just keeps going. Like, but that's why I was. So I think it's about like finding, like understanding yourself a little bit better.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's just kind of understanding, and I think as well, as just through my process, I started to understand that what was I gonna say? I started to understand.
I was talking about process and understanding things and like money not being tangible and stuff, like wanting $1 million and then wanting 20 million. And
you wanted 20 million. Oh fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, my whole point that I was gonna say is that it's just being content. It's understanding like how far you have come. Because before, bro,
definitely,
a lot of people don't see it. They just see, oh yeah, I want to do this and I want to do that. But it's like, bro, that process from then to now is amazing. Like, and we sometimes we don't see that. And then at the same time as well, yeah, bro, one thing that I learned as well was that we all have to, like, you see when you used to watch like teachers, or you used to see your parents when you was young, you used to be like, oh my gosh, these guys could never step a foot wrong, like they're just right or whatever. But really looking back at it, they're like, bruv, they're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, of course.
They was just trying to figure it out. And it's the same thing where we are now. You will always be in this, like,
definitely,
you will always try and figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So just as long as you're like content, I think the biggest thing is just understanding and just being like, you know what, I'm here now, I'm happy, I'm grateful, gratitude. You know what I mean? You should be cool. Because I think a lot of people don't appreciate the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone just thinks, yeah, but I know I got this 5-bedroom, but bruv, I want a mansion. Yeah, bruv. Exactly. Do you remember that when you didn't have the house? Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just gratitude, man.
Yeah,